Empower yourself for success every day. Introduction. Have you ever wondered what truly separates those who achieve greatness from those who only dream about it? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not even circumstances. What truly defines success is the daily decisions, the relentless habits, and the unwavering commitment to becoming a stronger, more empowered version of yourself every single day. Success isn't a one-time event. It's a process that starts from within. It's about taking control of your thoughts, actions, and energy, continuously leveling up in every area of your life. You already possess the power to shape your future and define your own version of success. But it all begins with building unshakable foundations within yourself. In a world filled with endless distractions, setbacks, and challenges that threaten to derail your dreams, the real question is, will you rise above them? Will you choose to empower yourself every day, step into your strength, and unlock the limitless potential within you? This isn't just another motivational speech. It's a roadmap to lasting transformation and true success. Chapter 1. The Power of Consistent Action. Success isn't about waiting for a dramatic, life-changing moment. It's not about a huge breakthrough or a single big event that will transform everything overnight. Real success is built one small, consistent action at a time. It's about taking steady steps forward, even when those steps feel insignificant or when the progress doesn't seem noticeable in the short term. These small actions, repeated day after day, are what ultimately shape the path to lasting success. Building a stronger version of yourself starts with recognizing the immense power of daily actions. Every action you take, no matter how minor, is a building block toward your larger goals. Whether it's reading for 10 minutes, working on your fitness for 15 minutes, or simply taking a few moments to center your thoughts, these daily habits accumulate over time and have a far greater impact than we often realize. The key is to show up, even when you don't feel motivated or inspired. Motivation can be fleeting, but consistency is what keeps you moving forward, even on the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. Think of consistency as the bridge that connects where you are today to where you want to be in the future. Each action, no matter how small, moves you closer to the person you are meant to become. It's easy to feel discouraged when the progress is slow or when you don't see immediate results. But remember, the compound effect of your efforts will begin to take shape over time. What may seem like a tiny step today will add up to something massive in the long run. So ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today, no matter how small, that will bring me closer to my goals? It doesn't need to be perfect or grand. It just needs to be something you can commit to consistently. Focus on the actions that, over time, will compound into significant results. As you stay consistent with your actions, you'll start noticing a shift in your mindset, your habits, and eventually, your results. The journey to success isn't about doing everything all at once, but about doing something, no matter how small, every day. By embracing the power of consistent action, you'll begin to unlock your true potential. Success is not a destination, but a continuous journey that is shaped by the small, intentional choices you make each day. So start today. Keep showing up, and watch as those small, consistent steps lead to monumental growth and success. Chapter 2. Own your mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It shapes how you react to challenges, how you approach opportunities, and how you define success. Simply put, your mindset is everything. If you want to build a stronger version of yourself, the first thing you need to do is take ownership of your mindset. It's not about waiting for the right circumstances or relying on external factors. It's about developing the inner strength and perspective to navigate life's ups and downs. There are two primary types of mindsets: a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence are static, that they either have what it takes or they don't. On the other hand, those with a growth mindset believe that their abilities can be developed over time with effort, learning, and perseverance. The difference between these two mindsets is powerful. A fixed mindset keeps you stuck in your current reality, while a growth mindset opens up a world of possibilities. Owning your mindset means choosing to adopt a growth mindset. It's about embracing the belief that you can always learn, adapt, and grow. When you face challenges, instead of viewing them as obstacles, you see them as opportunities to learn and evolve. It's about shifting your thinking from "I can't do this" to "I'm not able to do this yet, but I can learn." This subtle shift in thinking can make all the difference in your journey towards success. The power of mindset goes beyond just thoughts. It also affects your emotions and actions. When you think positively and believe in your potential, you're more likely to take the necessary steps to move forward. You won't be paralyzed by fear or doubt because you'll see challenges as a natural part of growth, not as something that will defeat you. It's the mindset of resilience, of understanding that failure is not a reflection of your abilities, but a stepping stone toward improvement. To own your mindset, you need to be aware of your thoughts and actively work on shaping them in a positive direction. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about facing those challenges head-on with the belief that you can overcome them. Start by practicing self-awareness. Notice when negative or limiting thoughts arise and challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is it helping me grow, or is it holding me back? Remember, the way you think directly impacts the way you act. If you believe that you are capable of success, you are far more likely to take the necessary steps to make that success a reality. Your mindset is your most powerful tool in building a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. Own it, nurture it, and watch how it transforms your reality. The world may present you with challenges, but with the right mindset, you can transform any challenge into an opportunity to grow and succeed. Chapter 3. Embrace the power of discipline. Discipline is the foundation that turns dreams into reality. It's the bridge between intention and action. Without discipline, even the best intentions remain just that, intentions. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades, when distractions arise, and when you face the inevitable obstacles on the road to success. It's about having the ability to stay focused, to stick to your commitments, and to push forward regardless of how you feel in the moment. At first glance, discipline can seem like a restriction, a set of rules that take away your freedom. But in truth, discipline is the ultimate form of freedom. It's the freedom to create the life you desire, to build habits that will move you closer to your goals, and to have control over your time, energy, and actions. Discipline allows you to design your life, rather than letting life happen to you. When you commit to disciplined actions, you are empowering yourself to make decisions that align with your vision, rather than being swayed by momentary impulses or distractions. The key to embracing discipline is understanding that it is not about perfection or strict rules. It's about consistency and commitment. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up every day, no matter how tired you are, no matter what obstacles are in your way, and no matter how hard it feels in the moment. Whether it's waking up early to work on your goals, sticking to a workout routine, or dedicating time to learning, the most successful people are those who prioritize discipline over motivation. The power of discipline lies in its ability to compound over time. The small, disciplined actions you take today will add up to significant progress tomorrow. It's like planting seeds in a garden. Every day you water them, and eventually you'll see the results. But without that daily commitment, the seeds will never grow. One of the best ways to build discipline is to make it part of your routine. Create habits that support your goals and make them non-negotiable. Start with small, manageable tasks, and as you master them, gradually increase the level of difficulty. For example, if you want to get in shape, start by committing to just 15 minutes of exercise a day. As you develop discipline in that area, you can increase the time and intensity. The more you stick to your commitments, the more confident and empowered you'll become in your ability to achieve anything you set your mind to. Discipline also involves creating an environment that supports your success. Remove distractions and make your goals and commitments as easy to follow through on as possible. Whether it's setting aside time each day to work on a personal project, planning meals in advance to stay on track with your health, or limiting time on social media, discipline is about creating systems that make your success inevitable. Discipline is about respecting your future self. The decisions you make today will shape the person you become tomorrow. When you choose discipline, you choose to honor your long-term goals over short-term pleasures or distractions. Over time, you'll find that the small sacrifices you make today lead to the bigger rewards of a successful, empowered, and fulfilling life. So, embrace discipline as your ally. Don't shy away from the hard work or the sacrifices. It's in these moments that your true strength and potential are revealed. Chapter 4. Master your energy. Energy is one of your most valuable assets, yet it is often taken for granted. We tend to focus so much on managing our time, but what good is time if we don't have the energy to make the most of it? Mastering your energy is essential to achieving sustained success and building a stronger you. It's not just about working harder or longer. It's about working smarter by managing and protecting your energy throughout the day. When we think about energy, we often think of physical energy, how much rest we get, how healthy we are, how well we're eating. And while these factors are absolutely important, energy also extends to your mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. Your mind, emotions, and spirit all have a profound impact on how much energy you can direct toward your goals. That's why mastering your energy involves more than just physical well-being. It's about cultivating balance across all areas of your life. Start by recognizing what drains your energy and what replenishes it. We all have certain activities or people that leave us feeling depleted, while others make us feel invigorated. Identify the things that suck your energy away and minimize them as much as possible. This might mean setting boundaries with certain people, eliminating negative habits, or cutting down on activities that don't serve your purpose. Conversely, focus on the things that replenish your energy, whether it's a hobby you love, spending time with supportive people, exercising, meditating, or simply being in nature. When you consciously make time for these activities, you recharge yourself and enhance your ability to perform at your best. It's also important to understand the impact of your mindset on your energy levels. Positive thoughts and attitudes can act as an energy booster, while negative self-talk, stress, and worry can drain you. Practicing mindfulness and reframing negative thoughts into empowering ones can help you conserve energy and focus on the present moment. The less you allow your mind to be consumed by stress and negativity, the more mental energy you'll have to direct toward your goals. Another crucial aspect of energy management is rest and recovery. Success is not about constant hustle. Burning out will only lead to decreased performance and health issues. Adequate sleep, regular breaks, and time to disconnect from work are vital components of mastering your energy. Your body needs time to repair and regenerate, so don't underestimate the power of rest. When you rest well, you come back with more clarity, creativity, and energy to take on the next challenge. In addition to physical and mental energy, spiritual energy is also key to long-term success. When you connect to your purpose, values, and inner peace, you create a source of energy that fuels your drive, motivation, and resilience. Whether through prayer, meditation, reflection, or simply aligning with your deeper sense of purpose, maintaining a spiritual practice can ground you and help you stay centered, especially during challenging times. To truly master your energy, it's important to create routines that support it. Start each day with practices that set a positive tone, like a morning workout, a healthy breakfast, or a moment of gratitude. Set aside time to recharge throughout the day, whether that means a brief walk, a few minutes of deep breathing, or engaging in a passion project. Prioritize activities that help you maintain a steady, balanced flow of energy, so you're always prepared to take on whatever comes your way. Remember, energy is a finite resource. The way you spend it determines the results you get. By becoming more mindful of how you manage your energy and committing to practices that restore and preserve it, you'll be able to operate at your highest potential with both efficiency and sustainability. Mastering your energy is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward building a stronger, more successful version of yourself. When you nurture your energy, you create the space to thrive, not just survive, on the path to your goals. Chapter 5. Build resilience through adversity. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to endure challenges, and to stay focused on your goals, no matter how tough life gets. It's one of the most important qualities you can develop on your journey towards success. The truth is, life will never be without obstacles. Everyone, no matter how successful they are, faces hardship, failure, and moments of doubt. But what truly separates those who succeed from those who give up is resilience, the inner strength to rise every time you fall. Building resilience isn't something that happens overnight. It's not about avoiding difficulties, but about learning to navigate them with grace, determination, and an unwavering belief in your ability to overcome them. Adversity is a natural part of life, but it is not meant to break you. Instead, it is meant to shape you, challenge you, and push you to become the person you need to be in order to achieve your fullest potential. One of the first steps in building resilience is developing a mindset that embraces challenges. Instead of viewing adversity as a barrier, see it as an opportunity to grow. This shift in perspective is crucial. When you face a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger from this experience? Challenges are inevitable, but how you respond to them is what will define your success. Embrace them as opportunities to test your strength, develop new skills, and gain deeper insight into yourself and your capabilities. In times of adversity, it's easy to feel discouraged and to let self-doubt creep in. The key to resilience is to refuse to give in to those negative emotions. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pretending that everything is fine. It means acknowledging the pain and frustration, but choosing not to let it dictate your actions. You may feel down, but you don't have to stay down. The most resilient people are those who feel the weight of their challenges, but still continue to take action toward their goals. Another important aspect of resilience is perseverance. Success is often a long, slow journey, and there will be times when progress feels painfully slow, or when it seems like you're not getting anywhere. During these times, it's essential to keep going, even when you don't see immediate results. Perseverance is about showing up, even when things get tough, and continuing to move forward, one step at a time. The most successful people aren't necessarily the ones who never face setbacks, but those who keep going in spite of them. It's your ability to keep moving forward in the face of adversity that builds resilience and ultimately leads to success. To build resilience, you must also learn to adapt. Life is unpredictable, and things rarely go according to plan. The ability to pivot, adjust, and find alternative solutions is a vital component of resilience. When you face a setback or find yourself in a situation that doesn't align with your expectations, rather than giving up, ask yourself, what can I do differently? How can I approach this challenge from a new angle? Adaptability allows you to turn obstacles into stepping stones, creating new paths to success when the old ones are no longer viable. Resilience is also about maintaining a sense of purpose and focus, even when everything seems to be falling apart. When you face difficulties, it's easy to lose sight of your bigger vision. But the more you can stay connected to your why, the deeper reason behind your goals, the stronger you'll become in the face of adversity. Having a clear vision for your life provides the motivation you need to push through the tough times. When challenges arise, remind yourself why you started your journey in the first place, and let that vision fuel your determination to keep going. Another key aspect of resilience is self-compassion. Resilient people don't beat themselves up when things go wrong. They treat themselves with kindness and patience. Understand that setbacks and mistakes are part of the process, not signs of failure. Learn to forgive yourself, learn from your experiences, and use them as stepping stones toward greater strength. Being gentle with yourself in tough times allows you to recover faster and approach the next challenge with renewed energy. Support from others also plays a crucial role in building resilience. No one is an island, and while resilience comes from within, it is often nurtured by the people around us. Surround yourself with a network of supportive, like-minded individuals who encourage you, lift you up, and remind you of your strength when you start to doubt yourself. Resilient people don't shy away from seeking support when they need it. Whether it's a friend, family member, mentor, or coach, having someone to lean on during tough times can make all the difference in your ability to keep going. Building resilience requires practice. It's not a skill you develop by avoiding difficult situations, but by facing them head-on. The more you challenge yourself, the stronger you become. Start by taking on small challenges that push you out of your comfort zone. As you grow accustomed to overcoming obstacles, you'll find that your ability to handle larger challenges increases as well. The more resilient you become, the less afraid you'll be of failure, because you'll know that no matter what happens, you have the strength and courage to bounce back and keep moving forward. Remember, resilience is not about being invincible. It's about being able to rise again after each fall. It's about accepting that life will test you, but knowing that every challenge you face is an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Resilience is the secret weapon that will keep you moving forward even when the road gets tough. So embrace adversity, build your resilience, and keep pushing toward your goals. You have everything you need within you to overcome whatever challenges come your way. Chapter 6. Surround yourself with empowering people. The people you surround yourself with have an incredible influence on your life. They shape your thoughts, beliefs, and even your actions, whether you realize it or not. If you want to become a stronger, more empowered version of yourself, you must be intentional about the company you keep. The energy of the people around you can either uplift you, propel you toward your goals, and inspire greatness, or it can drain your energy, pull you into negativity, and keep you stuck. Surrounding yourself with empowering people means being deliberate about the relationships you nurture and choosing to spend your time with individuals who inspire you to be better, challenge you to grow, and encourage you to stay focused on your dreams. It's not enough to simply be around others. It's about being around the right people. The right people are those who push you to reach new heights, who believe in your potential, and who will be there to support you during both your triumphs and your struggles. Think about the people you interact with on a daily basis. Do they uplift you, or do they drag you down? Do they encourage your personal growth, or do they hold you back with their limiting beliefs and negative energy? The truth is, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you are constantly surrounded by individuals who are stuck in a fixed mindset, full of excuses, or unwilling to pursue their own growth, you are less likely to reach your full potential. On the other hand, if you spend time with people who are ambitious, growth-oriented, and committed to self-improvement, you will naturally be motivated to step up your own game. The people you surround yourself with also have a significant impact on how you see yourself. If you are constantly around those who lift you up and believe in you, it becomes easier to believe in yourself. You begin to see possibilities instead of limitations, and you start to adopt the mindset that success is not only achievable, but inevitable. Empowering people are those who remind you of your strengths, help you reframe challenges as opportunities, and encourage you to take bold action toward your goals. On the flip side, toxic relationships can have a devastating effect on your journey to success. Toxic people are those who constantly complain, criticize, and undermine your efforts. They might not even intend to do harm, but their negativity can easily seep into your thoughts and make you question your abilities, dreams, and worth. These individuals often project their own insecurities and fears onto you, creating an environment of doubt and frustration. To build a stronger, empowered version of yourself, you need to minimize the influence of toxic people and learn to set healthy boundaries. This doesn't mean you need to cut off everyone who has a bad day or expresses frustration. That's natural. But it does mean that you must evaluate whether the people in your life are consistently contributing to your growth or holding you back. It's okay to distance yourself from those who consistently bring negativity, and it's okay to protect your energy from people who drain you. Setting boundaries is a form of self-care, and it's essential to your well-being and personal growth. In addition to limiting negative influences, you should actively seek out relationships that inspire and empower you. Surround yourself with mentors, friends, and colleagues who share your values and your vision for success. These are the people who will challenge you to think bigger, inspire you to take action, and offer guidance when you need it. Empowering people are those who offer constructive feedback rather than criticism, who celebrate your wins, and who push you to see opportunities rather than obstacles. It's also important to remember that you can be that empowering person for others as well. Building a strong, supportive community is a two-way street. You don't have to be perfect to help others. Sometimes, simply being a good listener, offering encouragement, or sharing your own journey can make all the difference. When you help others rise, you rise with them. There's an undeniable energy that comes from being part of a like-minded, growth-oriented group that supports one another's success. One of the most empowering relationships you can foster is with a mentor, someone who has already walked the path you're on and who can offer wisdom, insight, and guidance. Mentorship accelerates your growth and provides you with invaluable lessons that would otherwise take years to learn on your own. A mentor can challenge your thinking, provide accountability, and share knowledge that helps you avoid common pitfalls. Seek out mentors who inspire you, who have accomplished what you aspire to, and who genuinely care about your success. In addition to mentors, consider connecting with peers who share similar goals and aspirations. Whether through networking events, online communities, or social groups, surrounding yourself with individuals who are on a similar journey can provide a sense of camaraderie and support. The energy of a group that is collectively working towards self-improvement is contagious and can serve as a powerful motivator. When you surround yourself with people who understand your challenges and celebrate your victories, you gain a sense of belonging and strength that helps you stay committed to your own path. You have the power to curate your environment. The people in your life should be a reflection of the person you want to become. Make sure your circle is filled with those who empower, encourage, and support you as you work toward your goals. Empowering people will not only lift you higher, but will also push you to become the best version of yourself. Stay mindful of who you give your time and energy to, and actively seek out relationships that fuel your growth and success. The energy of the people around you is contagious, so choose wisely. Surround yourself with those who inspire greatness, who hold you accountable, and who believe in your potential, and you'll begin to see your own strength and capacity for success expand in ways you never imagined. Empowering people are the catalysts that spark growth, and by filling your life with these positive influences, you'll find yourself continually moving toward your highest potential. Chapter 7. Stay committed to your vision. Success isn't simply about setting goals. It's about staying committed to those goals, especially when the journey gets tough. The path to success is rarely linear. There will be moments when progress feels slow, when obstacles seem insurmountable, and when the dream you once felt passionate about begins to feel distant or unattainable. It's in these moments, when everything feels like it's falling apart, that your commitment to your vision is truly tested. Staying committed to your vision, regardless of the setbacks, is one of the most powerful things you can do to build a stronger version of yourself. Your vision is the North Star that guides you through life's challenges. It's the bigger picture, the dream that inspires you to wake up every morning and take action towards something meaningful. But a vision without commitment is just a wish. It's not enough to have a vision. You must actively work toward it every single day. The more committed you are to your vision, the more resilient you become in the face of adversity. The key is to remain laser-focused on your end goal, even when the journey gets tough or when the world around you tries to pull you off course. One of the biggest challenges in staying committed to your vision is the temptation to quit when things aren't going as planned. It's easy to get discouraged, especially when the results don't come as quickly as you'd hoped. The truth is, most people give up just before they reach the tipping point, the moment when all their efforts start to pay off. When you commit to your vision, you must embrace the idea that success is not about immediate gratification. It's about steady progress, even when you don't see instant results. The most successful people are those who are willing to endure the long haul, trusting that their efforts will lead to meaningful rewards, even if it takes time. Staying committed to your vision also means being adaptable. While your overall vision should remain constant, the path to achieving it may need to change. The world is constantly evolving, and sometimes you need to pivot or adjust your strategy to keep moving forward. Being committed to your vision doesn't mean being rigid in your approach. It means being willing to change course when necessary, to embrace new opportunities, and to learn from mistakes along the way. Adaptability is a key trait of successful people. They don't let failures or roadblocks define them, but rather use them as opportunities to refine their strategies and continue moving forward. An important aspect of staying committed to your vision is surrounding yourself with reminders of why you started this journey in the first place. When things get tough, reconnect with your why. Why did you set this goal? What impact will it have on your life and the lives of others? When you can tap into the deeper purpose behind your vision, it becomes easier to stay committed, even when you're faced with challenges. Your why is the fuel that keeps the fire of your vision burning, especially during the difficult times. It gives you the strength to keep going when you feel like giving up. Staying committed to your vision also involves creating a plan of action and sticking to it, no matter how difficult it may seem. Break your larger vision into smaller, manageable goals and take consistent steps toward those goals every day. It's not about doing everything all at once. It's about making consistent progress day by day. Even on the days when you don't feel like doing the work, remember that commitment is about showing up, even when it's hard. Every small step you take is a victory, and over time, those small steps will add up to significant progress. It's important to remember that setbacks and failures are a natural part of the process. No one achieves success without facing challenges. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world have experienced major setbacks, but their commitment to their vision allowed them to bounce back stronger than ever. Instead of letting failures define you, let them refine you. Learn from your mistakes, adjust your strategy, and keep moving forward. Resilience and perseverance are key to staying committed to your vision. Accountability also plays a crucial role in staying committed to your vision. Share your goals and progress with people who can support you and hold you accountable. Whether it's a mentor, friend, or coach, having someone to check in with can keep you on track and motivated, especially when you feel like quitting. Accountability ensures that you stay focused on the actions that will lead you to your vision, even when distractions and obstacles arise. Visualizing your success is another powerful tool to keep you committed. Take time each day to envision yourself living the life you desire, achieving your goals, and experiencing the rewards of your hard work. Visualization strengthens your commitment by reinforcing the belief that your vision is possible and within reach. The more you visualize your success, the more you align your actions with that vision, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of progress and achievement. Staying committed to your vision requires patience. Success takes time, and you must be willing to trust the process. In a world where instant gratification is often expected, Patience is a rare and valuable quality. Understand that the journey to your vision is a marathon, not a sprint. While it may take time, the consistency and effort you put in each day will eventually yield the results you desire. Trust that every step you take is moving you closer to your ultimate goal. Staying committed to your vision is the cornerstone of building a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. It's not about avoiding challenges or seeking shortcuts, but about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting that your vision is worth the effort. By staying committed, remaining adaptable, reconnecting with your why, and celebrating small victories along the way, you'll build the resilience and determination necessary to turn your dreams into reality. Keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the journey, and trust that your commitment will lead you to the success you've always envisioned. Chapter 8. Embrace the power of self-reflection. Self-reflection is one of the most powerful tools you can use to build a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. It's through reflection that we gain clarity, understand our strengths and weaknesses, and gain insight into our true desires and motivations. Yet, it's a practice that many people overlook or take for granted. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the constant rush of life, always moving forward and trying to achieve more, without taking the time to pause and reflect on how far we've come or what we truly need. But self-reflection is a vital component of growth. It allows you to assess where you are, how you got there, and whether or not you're moving in the right direction. Without reflection, it's easy to fall into the trap of just going through the motions, without truly understanding the impact of your actions. To build a stronger you must learn how to look inward and assess your journey, your habits, and your mindset. The first step in embracing the power of self-reflection is creating the space for it. In the chaos of daily life, it can be difficult to find the time to slow down and reflect. However, self-reflection requires intentionality. It's not something that happens by accident. You must carve out quiet time in your day, whether it's in the morning, before bed, or during your lunch break, to sit with your thoughts. This is when you allow yourself to detach from external distractions and focus on your internal world. Start by asking yourself deep, meaningful questions. These questions should challenge you to think critically about your life, your goals, and your values. For example, what have I accomplished so far? What am I proud of? What could I have done differently? What patterns or habits have been holding me back? Am I truly living in alignment with my values and vision for the future? These kinds of questions force you to dig beneath the surface and really evaluate where you are and where you want to go. Through regular self-reflection, you'll develop a deeper understanding of yourself. You'll uncover limiting beliefs that may be holding you back, recognize thought patterns that need to change, and identify areas where you can improve. For example, you might realize that procrastination is a recurring issue in your life. And by reflecting on why this happens, you might discover that fear of failure or perfectionism is behind it. This kind of awareness is the first step in making meaningful changes. Self-reflection also allows you to acknowledge your achievements. It's easy to become focused on what you haven't yet accomplished, but taking time to reflect on your successes is equally important. Recognizing the progress you've made, no matter how small, is essential for building confidence and motivation. It reminds you that you are capable of growth and that every effort you make is moving you closer to your goals. Celebrating even the small wins creates momentum and encourages you to keep pushing forward. In addition to reflecting on achievements, self-reflection is a valuable tool for identifying areas of growth. Nobody is perfect, and no matter how far along you are in your journey, there's always room for improvement. It's through self-reflection that you can identify areas in your life where you may be holding yourself back, whether it's a lack of discipline, fear of taking risks, or limiting beliefs. These realizations are not meant to discourage you, but to empower you with the awareness needed to make positive changes. Growth is a lifelong process, and self-reflection helps ensure that you're continuously evolving. Another key benefit of self-reflection is its ability to align your actions with your goals and values. When you reflect regularly, you're able to check in with yourself and assess whether your actions are truly in alignment with your vision for the future. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and lose sight of the bigger picture. Self-reflection brings you back to what matters most, helping you stay true to your purpose and ensuring that you're always taking intentional steps toward your goals. It's also important to recognize that self-reflection doesn't mean dwelling on past mistakes or failures. While it's important to acknowledge challenges and setbacks, self-reflection is not about beating yourself up or dwelling on guilt or regret. Instead, it's about using past experiences as learning opportunities. What lessons can you take away from your mistakes? How can you use those lessons to make better decisions moving forward? Self-reflection is about looking forward with greater wisdom, not getting stuck in the past. To make self-reflection more effective, consider keeping a journal. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and insights helps to clarify your thinking and track your progress over time. It provides a record of your growth, so you can look back and see how far you've come. Journaling also gives you a space to express your emotions, which can be incredibly cathartic and healing. It helps you process difficult emotions, clarify your goals, and release any negative thoughts that might be holding you back. In addition to journaling, you can also incorporate other reflective practices into your routine, such as meditation or mindfulness. These practices allow you to quiet your mind, tune into your inner self, and gain clarity about your thoughts and emotions. They create the mental space needed to reflect on your actions and identify areas for growth. Meditation can also help you develop a greater sense of self-awareness, which is crucial for long-term success and personal empowerment. As you embrace the power of self-reflection, you'll find that it becomes a habit that fuels your growth and success. The more you reflect on your experiences, your actions, and your mindset, the more you'll develop the self-awareness and insight needed to make positive changes in your life. Self-reflection is not a one-time activity, but a continuous practice that strengthens your ability to live with intention, focus, and purpose. Self-reflection is a key to building a stronger, more empowered you. By consistently reflecting on your journey, acknowledging your progress, and identifying areas for growth, you develop the clarity, focus, and wisdom needed to move forward with confidence and purpose. It allows you to align your actions with your true desires and goals, and it ensures that you're always evolving into the best version of yourself. Embrace the power of self-reflection and watch as it transforms your life. Chapter 9. Take full responsibility for your life. Taking full responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful and transformative actions you can take on your journey toward success. It means owning your choices, actions, and outcomes without blaming others or external circumstances for where you are today. It is the realization that you have the power to shape your own destiny, that your past, present, and future are all influenced by the decisions you make. Taking responsibility for your life means acknowledging that you are the creator of your own reality and that no one else can define your path except for you. This concept of personal responsibility can be difficult for many people because it requires us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the situations we find ourselves in. It's easy to blame external factors, other people, the economy, our upbringing, or bad luck, for our challenges and setbacks. But when we do this, we disempower ourselves and relinquish control over our own lives. We give up the ability to change, grow, and move forward. By taking full responsibility, we regain control and empower ourselves to take positive action, no matter what obstacles we face. Taking responsibility for your life means acknowledging that while you may not be able to control every situation, you can control how you respond to them. Life will always throw challenges your way, whether it's a failed project, a relationship issue, financial struggles, or health problems. However, you can choose how you react to these challenges. You can choose to see them as setbacks or opportunities for growth. When you take full responsibility, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and begin to view every situation as an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. One of the most important aspects of taking responsibility is understanding that your choices determine the course of your life. Every decision you make, no matter how small it seems, adds up over time and shapes your future. The small choices you make every day, what you eat, how you spend your time, how you treat others, how you manage your finances, how you invest in your personal growth, are all contributing to the person you are becoming. When you take responsibility for those choices, you empower yourself to make decisions that align with your values and your vision for the future. Instead of letting life just happen to you, you begin to create the life you want. For example, if you're not happy with your current career or financial situation, it's easy to blame your circumstances. Perhaps you feel stuck in a job that doesn't fulfill you, or you're struggling with debt. But when you take responsibility for your life, you acknowledge that while external circumstances might have played a role, you still have the power to make changes. Maybe it's time to invest in new skills, start a side hustle, or create a budget and stick to it. It's not about blaming yourself for where you are, but recognizing that you have the ability to take action and create new possibilities. When you accept full responsibility, you take the driver's seat in your life, and you no longer let fear, procrastination, or uncertainty hold you back from taking action. Taking responsibility also means acknowledging your mistakes and learning from them. None of us are perfect, and we all make mistakes along the way. However, when we take responsibility for those mistakes, we remove the tendency to blame others or justify our actions. Instead, we focus on what we can learn from the situation and how we can do better next time. It's important to remember that mistakes are not failures. They are learning opportunities. By owning your mistakes, you empower yourself to grow, evolve, and make better decisions in the future. Another key aspect of taking responsibility is letting go of the need to control everything. Many people struggle with trying to control every outcome in their lives, but the truth is, there are things beyond our control. There are external factors, other people's actions, and unexpected events that will always be part of the equation. However, taking responsibility doesn't mean controlling everything. It means taking responsibility for what you can control: your attitude, your actions, and your responses. Once you let go of the need to control the uncontrollable, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and frustration. You can focus on what you can change And with that power, you can create lasting, positive change in your life. Taking full responsibility also involves managing your emotional state. Our emotions are powerful, and they can either propel us forward or hold us back. When things go wrong, it's easy to get caught up in negative emotions like anger, frustration, or disappointment. But when you take responsibility for your life, you recognize that you are in control of your emotions. You don't have to let your emotions dictate your actions. Instead, you can choose to respond with calmness, positivity, and resilience. Emotional responsibility means acknowledging your feelings without letting them control your decisions or actions. When you master your emotions, you become more adaptable, focused, and empowered to handle any challenges that come your way. Taking responsibility also means taking care of your physical and mental health. You can't show up as your best self if you are neglecting your body or mind. Taking full responsibility for your life includes making the decision to prioritize your health and well-being. This might mean eating better, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, and taking time for relaxation and self-care. It also means seeking help when needed, whether that's seeing a therapist, talking to a mentor, or seeking advice from trusted friends. When you take responsibility for your health, you are giving yourself the energy and strength you need to pursue your goals and dreams with passion and purpose. Taking full responsibility for your life also involves the power of self-empowerment. This means recognizing your strengths and talents and choosing to use them to create the life you want. It's about stepping into your power and believing that you are worthy of success, happiness, and fulfillment. No one else can give you permission to live the life you desire. You must give it to yourself. By taking responsibility for your own happiness, success, and well-being, you take charge of your life and begin to create the outcomes you desire. Taking full responsibility for your life is a crucial step in building a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. It means acknowledging that while you may not be able to control everything, you are in control of how you respond to your circumstances. It means owning your choices, learning from your mistakes, and taking consistent action toward your goals. When you take responsibility for your life, you empower yourself to create the future you desire. Remember, you are the author of your own story, and only you have the power to write the next chapter. Take responsibility, take action, and watch your life transform. Chapter 10. Practice gratitude and celebrate the journey. Gratitude is one of the most transformative practices you can incorporate into your daily life. It shifts your perspective, recalibrates your mindset, and opens the door to greater joy, success, and fulfillment. Often, we get so focused on what we lack or what we haven't yet achieved that we forget to appreciate all that we already have. Practicing gratitude isn't just about feeling thankful. It's about recognizing the abundance in your life and acknowledging the countless blessings, no matter how big or small, that are already present. In a world that often pushes us to always strive for more, it's easy to overlook the power of gratitude. Society tends to encourage a mindset of more, more, more. We're always chasing the next big achievement, the next promotion, the next milestone. And while striving for growth and success is important, it's equally important to recognize that success doesn't always come from what we achieve next, but from our ability to appreciate the present moment. Gratitude allows you to celebrate the small wins, the daily progress, and the things you often take for granted, like health, relationships, and the simple pleasures in life. Gratitude is powerful because it shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. When you focus on what you don't have, you create feelings of lack, dissatisfaction, and frustration. However, when you consciously choose to focus on what you do have, whether it's a roof over your head, supportive friends, the opportunity to learn, or the progress you've made toward your goals, you begin to create a sense of abundance and fulfillment. This mindset shift is crucial because it directly impacts your overall well-being and your ability to attract more of what you desire into your life. The act of practicing gratitude on a daily basis strengthens your resilience and keeps you grounded in times of hardship. When faced with adversity, it can be easy to fall into negativity and self-pity. But when you consistently practice gratitude, you begin to train your brain to find the silver lining, to look for lessons in difficult situations, and to recognize the hidden blessings in every challenge. Even in the darkest of times, there is something to be grateful for, whether it's the support of loved ones, your own inner strength, or the lessons you're learning along the way. Gratitude turns hardship into growth and challenges into opportunities for improvement. One of the most powerful ways to practice gratitude is by starting each day with a moment of reflection. Take a few minutes every morning to focus on the things you're thankful for. It could be something simple, like the warmth of the sun on your face, the comfort of your bed, or the chance to start a new day. Or it could be something more significant, like your health, your family, or the progress you've made toward your goals. By making gratitude a habit, you train your brain to focus on the positive aspects of your life, and you start each day with a sense of appreciation rather than stress or anxiety. Another effective gratitude practice is keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. These don't have to be grand or life-changing events. Sometimes, the smallest things can bring the greatest joy. The key is to reflect on the positive aspects of your day and commit to writing them down. This simple exercise shifts your focus to abundance and makes gratitude an integral part of your daily routine. Over time, as you look back on your journal, you'll realize just how much goodness and beauty surrounds you, and how much you have to be thankful for. Gratitude also allows you to stay present and connected to the journey, rather than always focusing on the destination. Too often, we're fixated on achieving a specific goal, whether it's reaching a milestone, landing a promotion, or completing a project, and we forget to appreciate the process that leads us there. The journey is just as important as the destination, and the lessons we learn along the way shape the person we become. Practicing gratitude for the journey allows you to savor the moments, appreciate the growth, and stay grounded in the present. Celebrating the journey is about acknowledging the progress you've made, even if you haven't yet reached your final goal. It's about recognizing that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. When you celebrate the journey, you shift your focus from what you haven't yet accomplished to what you've already achieved. This celebration of progress fuels motivation, encourages momentum, and gives you the energy to keep moving forward. Often, we wait for the big win to feel proud or accomplished. We tell ourselves that once we reach a certain goal or achieve a specific success, we'll finally be able to celebrate. But the truth is, if we wait for perfection or the perfect moment to celebrate, we may miss out on the joy and satisfaction of the progress we've already made. The journey itself is full of valuable experiences, growth, and small victories. Celebrate them. Acknowledge every milestone, every improvement, every lesson learned. This creates a sense of fulfillment and pride that propels you forward toward your next goal. Gratitude and celebrating the journey also help to cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. In a world where success is often measured by external achievements, how much money you make, the job title you hold, or the material possessions you own, it's easy to lose sight of what really matters. When you practice gratitude, you begin to see that true fulfillment comes not from external accomplishments, but from an inner sense of contentment. It comes from appreciating who you are, where you are, and how far you've come. This internal peace is the foundation of lasting success, because it allows you to be satisfied with the present moment while still striving for the future. As you practice gratitude and celebrate the journey, you'll begin to see the profound impact it has on your life. Not only will you feel more fulfilled and content, but you'll also find that the challenges you face become easier to navigate. When you embrace gratitude, you develop a mindset that allows you to stay resilient, stay motivated, and stay focused on what truly matters. Practicing gratitude is one of the most effective ways to create a stronger, more empowered you. It shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, cultivates resilience, and helps you stay connected to the present moment. By practicing gratitude daily and celebrating the journey, you'll find greater joy in the process, deeper fulfillment in your progress, and a greater sense of peace as you move toward your goals. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a powerful tool that transforms your life, propels you towards success, and strengthens your connection to your true self. Embrace it and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Chapter 11. Let go of what no longer serves you. One of the most profound steps you can take toward building a stronger, more empowered version of yourself is learning to let go of what no longer serves you. This doesn't just mean physical possessions or material things, but also beliefs, relationships, habits, and even emotions that hold you back or weigh you down. Letting go is a powerful act of self-liberation, allowing you to free yourself from the burdens of the past and make room for new opportunities, growth, and transformation. The process of letting go can be challenging, especially when it comes to deeply ingrained patterns or attachments that we've carried for years. We often hold on to things because they are familiar, even when they no longer serve our highest good. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a job that drains your energy, a habit that keeps you stuck, or limiting beliefs that hold you back from reaching your full potential, holding on to these things keeps you tethered to your past. It prevents you from stepping into the future you are meant to create. Letting go is not about giving up or resigning yourself to defeat. It's about making a conscious choice to release anything that is keeping you from growing and evolving into the person you are meant to be. It's an act of courage and self-respect. It's a decision to prioritize your well-being, happiness, and success over the comfort of familiarity. Letting go allows you to shed the weight of negativity, old wounds, and stagnant energy, creating space for new, positive experiences that align with your true desires and aspirations. One of the most important areas to examine when considering what to let go of is your mindset. We often hold on to limiting beliefs that prevent us from moving forward. These beliefs might be rooted in fear, insecurity, or past experiences, but they do not define who we are or what we are capable of achieving. Common limiting beliefs include thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," "I don't deserve success," or "I'll never be able to change." These thoughts are heavy burdens that can prevent you from taking bold action and pursuing your dreams. Letting go of these limiting beliefs starts with awareness. You need to recognize when they arise and acknowledge that they are not the truth. They are simply thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. By practicing self-awareness, you can begin to challenge these beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. For example, instead of believing, "I'm not good enough," replace that thought with, "I am worthy of success, and I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to." This shift in thinking requires consistent effort and self-compassion, but over time, you will begin to let go of the old beliefs and embrace a mindset that empowers you to take action and move toward your goals. Another area to focus on when letting go is the relationships in your life. Not all relationships are meant to last, and sometimes we hold on to toxic or unfulfilling relationships because we fear being alone or because we feel a sense of obligation. However, toxic relationships drain your energy, hinder your growth, and hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a family dynamic, it's important to assess whether these relationships are contributing positively to your life. If someone in your life is constantly bringing you down, undermining your confidence, or creating unnecessary drama, it might be time to let go. Letting go of relationships that no longer serve you can be painful, especially if there is a deep emotional attachment. However, it is essential for your personal growth and well-being. It's not about cutting people out of your life in anger or resentment. It's about setting boundaries and making room for relationships that support and uplift you. Sometimes this might mean having difficult conversations, or it might mean simply distancing yourself from people who are not aligned with your values and vision for the future. Remember, you have the right to protect your energy and to prioritize relationships that nurture your growth and success. Another important area of letting go is the need for control. We often try to control every aspect of our lives, our relationships, our careers, our outcomes, and when things don't go as planned, we can become frustrated, anxious, and stressed. The truth is, we cannot control everything. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes the best thing we can do is to surrender and trust the process. Letting go of the need to control everything allows you to release stress and anxiety, and it opens up space for greater creativity, flexibility, and flow. When you stop forcing outcomes and allow life to unfold naturally, you'll find that things often work out in ways you couldn't have predicted. Surrendering control doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting in yourself, your abilities, and the process of life. Letting go of negative emotions, past trauma, and unresolved grudges is crucial for your emotional well-being. Holding on to past hurts and grudges only keeps you stuck in the past, preventing you from fully living in the present. It can be difficult to let go of pain, especially if you've been hurt deeply, but hanging on to that pain only hurts you, not the person or situation that caused it. Forgiveness is a powerful tool in letting go. It's not about excusing someone's actions or forgetting what happened. It's about releasing the emotional hold that those negative experiences have on you. When you forgive, you free yourself from the emotional burden and make space for healing, peace, and new possibilities. Another aspect of letting go is releasing the fear of failure. Many people hold back from taking action or pursuing their dreams because they fear they will fail. Failure, however, is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. The only true failure is the failure to try. When you let go of the fear of failure, you give yourself permission to take risks, make mistakes, and evolve. Success doesn't come from perfection. It comes from the willingness to take action, learn from setbacks, and keep moving forward with greater wisdom and resilience. Let go of the need for perfection. Perfectionism is a trap that keeps you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, procrastination, and stress. Striving for perfection can paralyze you, preventing you from taking action and making progress. Letting go of perfection means embracing the idea that progress, not perfection, is what truly matters. It means accepting that mistakes are part of the journey, and that every step you take, no matter how imperfect, is a step toward success. Letting go of what no longer serves you is a critical step in building a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. Whether it's letting go of limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, the need for control, or negative emotions, releasing these burdens allows you to create space for growth, healing, and new opportunities. Letting go is not about giving up. It's about making room for something better. It's about releasing the past so you can step fully into the present and create the future you desire. Embrace the power of letting go and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Chapter 12. Cultivate unwavering self-belief. The foundation of personal empowerment, success, and fulfillment starts with one crucial element: self-belief. If you don't believe in yourself, then achieving your goals and living the life you desire becomes a much harder task. Self-belief is not about arrogance or blind confidence. It's about trusting in your abilities, recognizing your worth, and knowing deep within that you have what it takes to succeed, no matter the challenges you face. Without self-belief, you will always be held back by doubt, fear, and uncertainty, preventing you from fully realizing your potential. Cultivating unwavering self-belief is the first step toward building a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. Self-belief is not something that you are born with. It is something you cultivate over time. It starts with understanding your strengths and capabilities, and it grows by challenging yourself to take bold action, even when you don't feel completely ready. Building self-belief is a journey that requires patience, self-compassion, and consistency. Just like any skill, it takes practice to develop, and along the way, there will be setbacks and moments of self-doubt. But through those moments, you'll learn that self-belief isn't about being perfect or always feeling confident. It's about showing up for yourself, even when it's difficult. One of the first steps in cultivating self-belief is recognizing your unique value. You are an individual with your own set of talents, skills, experiences, and perspectives. Embrace your individuality and understand that you have something valuable to offer the world. Too often, we compare ourselves to others, thinking that we need to be like someone else or have what they have in order to succeed. But true self-belief comes from recognizing that you are enough, just as you are. Your uniqueness is your power, and once you fully embrace this, you'll start to see the infinite possibilities that lie before you. A key aspect of building self-belief is learning to silence your inner critic. We all have that voice inside our heads that tells us we aren't good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. It's the voice that amplifies our doubts and insecurities. But it's essential to recognize that this inner critic is not the truth. It's simply a collection of fears, past failures, and external influences that have tried to shape your sense of self-worth. The more you listen to that voice, the more you allow it to control your actions and decisions. You must consciously replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations and empowering beliefs. Every time you hear that inner voice telling you can't, respond with, I am capable. When you hear, you're not good enough, counter it with, I am worthy of success and happiness. This practice doesn't eliminate the inner critic overnight, but it weakens its power over time. The more you replace negative self-talk with empowering statements, the more you begin to rewire your mind for confidence, courage, and self-belief. Another important element of cultivating self-belief is taking consistent action toward your goals, no matter how small. It's easy to think that you need to have everything figured out or be fully prepared before taking a step forward, but the truth is that action breeds confidence. When you take action, even in the face of uncertainty, you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling challenges. Each step forward, no matter how small, builds your self-belief and reinforces your belief that you are on the right path. It's also important to celebrate your successes, both big and small. Often, we move from one goal to the next without acknowledging how far we've come. Every time you accomplish something, take a moment to celebrate it and recognize that you've made progress. This not only boosts your confidence, but also reinforces the idea that you are capable of achieving more. It's easy to focus on what you haven't done yet, but true self-belief grows when you reflect on what you've already achieved. Along with celebrating your successes, it's essential to learn from your failures. Many people allow failure to erode their self-belief, but failure is simply a part of the process. In fact, failure is often a stepping stone to greater success. Each failure teaches you something valuable and helps you refine your approach. When you embrace failure as an opportunity for growth, you stop seeing it as a reflection of your abilities and start seeing it as a lesson that brings you closer to your goals. Over time, you'll realize that no setback can diminish your worth or potential. Self-belief is also closely tied to your ability to manage your environment and the people you surround yourself with. The energy of the people around you can either lift you up or drag you down. If you surround yourself with people who believe in you and support your growth, you'll be more likely to believe in yourself as well. On the other hand, if you are constantly surrounded by negativity or doubt, it will be harder to cultivate a strong sense of self-belief. Choose your relationships wisely. Surround yourself with those who encourage you, challenge you, and see your potential even when you don't see it yourself. Another important practice for strengthening self-belief is setting small, achievable goals. When you set a goal that is within your reach and you accomplish it, you prove to yourself that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. These small victories build momentum, and as you achieve more goals, your belief in your ability to succeed grows. The more you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving your goals, the more your self-belief will expand. It's also crucial to have a vision for your life that inspires you. When you have a clear picture of where you want to go and why it matters, you'll feel more motivated and confident in your ability to get there. Your vision serves as a constant reminder of your purpose and the impact you can make. When obstacles arise, your vision will help you stay focused on the bigger picture, and your belief in yourself will help you overcome any challenge. Self-belief is cultivated through self-care and self-compassion. When you take care of your body, mind, and spirit, you reinforce the belief that you are worthy of success and happiness. Self-care isn't just about pampering yourself. It's about honoring your needs, setting healthy boundaries, and taking steps to nurture your overall well-being. By investing in yourself and your growth, you are telling yourself that you are worthy of the effort and energy required to achieve your dreams. Cultivating unwavering self-belief is a powerful, life-changing practice that can transform every aspect of your life. It requires patience, self-compassion, and consistent effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. By recognizing your worth, silencing your inner critic, taking action, learning from failures, celebrating successes, and surrounding yourself with positive influences, you will develop the confidence and courage to pursue your dreams and build the life you desire. Self-belief is the foundation upon which all success is built, and once you cultivate it, nothing will be able to stop you from achieving your full potential. Chapter 13. Develop a growth mindset. One of the most powerful tools you can develop on your journey towards success and personal empowerment is a growth mindset. The concept of a growth mindset, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, refers to the belief that abilities, intelligence, and talents are not fixed traits, but can be developed and improved over time through effort, learning, and perseverance. This mindset shifts the focus from the belief that success is determined by innate abilities to the belief that success is the result of consistent effort, determination, and a willingness to learn and grow. Cultivating a growth mindset is transformative because it opens you up to endless possibilities and encourages you to see every challenge as an opportunity to improve. Having a growth mindset is essential for personal development because it directly influences how you approach challenges, setbacks, and failures. People with a growth mindset believe that they can improve in any area of life if they are willing to put in the work. They see effort as the key to mastery, and they are not discouraged by failure, but rather use it as a stepping stone for growth. In contrast, those with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are limited and that failure is a sign of inadequacy. This belief holds them back from taking risks or trying new things because they fear they will not succeed. To develop a growth mindset, the first step is to embrace the idea that learning is a lifelong process. No matter how much you know or how much you've accomplished, there is always more to learn and room to grow. When you adopt a growth mindset, you stop seeing yourself as a finished product and start viewing yourself as a work in progress. Every experience, whether it's a success or a failure, becomes an opportunity to learn and evolve. This shift in perspective encourages you to take on challenges, step out of your comfort zone, and embrace new opportunities that help you grow. A growth mindset also means being willing to see mistakes and failures as valuable learning experiences. When you fail, it doesn't mean you're incapable or that you should give up. Instead, it's an invitation to assess what went wrong, identify the lesson, and apply it to your future efforts. Every failure is an opportunity to refine your approach, improve your skills, and get closer to your goals. People with a growth mindset understand that failure is not an endpoint, but a necessary part of the process. They know that each setback brings them closer to success because it teaches them something new. Another key aspect of developing a growth mindset is challenging negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. We often tell ourselves that we're not good enough, or that we'll never be able to achieve our goals, especially when faced with obstacles. These limiting beliefs are a form of self-sabotage that keep us stuck and prevent us from reaching our full potential. A growth mindset encourages you to replace these negative thoughts with empowering beliefs. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," shift your mindset to "I am capable of improving, and I will get better with time and effort." Repeating these positive affirmations helps to rewire your brain, gradually replacing the old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. One of the most powerful ways to nurture a growth mindset is to embrace the process of effort and persistence. Too often, we get discouraged when results don't come quickly, but those who have a growth mindset understand that meaningful progress takes time. It's easy to compare yourself to others and feel like you're falling behind, but remember, everyone's journey is unique. Instead of measuring your success based on the speed at which others are moving forward, focus on the progress you're making and trust that consistent effort will yield results. As you continue to put in the work, you'll see how your abilities improve and your success becomes inevitable. In addition to embracing effort, people with a growth mindset are also open to feedback and criticism. They don't take feedback personally or let it discourage them. Instead, they see it as a valuable tool for growth. Whether the feedback is from a mentor, a colleague, or even a failure of their own, those with a growth mindset understand that constructive criticism helps them see their blind spots and areas where they can improve. Feedback is not an attack on their abilities, but a way to refine their skills and keep moving forward. One important aspect of cultivating a growth mindset is surrounding yourself with people who share this belief. The people you spend time with have a powerful influence on your mindset. If you are constantly surrounded by people who believe that their abilities are fixed or who are resistant to change, it can be difficult to maintain a growth mindset. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with individuals who embrace growth, learning, and self-improvement, you'll be more inspired to adopt these same qualities. Seek out mentors, peers, and communities that foster a growth mindset, and you'll find that your own mindset will begin to shift. Another critical factor in developing a growth mindset is perseverance. This is the ability to keep going, even when progress seems slow or setbacks arise. A growth mindset teaches you that success doesn't happen overnight. It's about staying the course, even when things get difficult. People with a growth mindset are not deterred by temporary failures or challenges because they know that persistence is key. Every time you push through a difficult situation and keep moving forward, you build your resilience and reinforce your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. A growth mindset requires you to stay curious and embrace the unknown. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone, doing what you already know. But growth happens when you step into the unknown, try new things, and embrace challenges that push you beyond your limits. When you see every new experience as an opportunity to learn, you open yourself up to endless possibilities. Being curious about the world around you, asking questions, and seeking new knowledge will continually feed your growth and help you develop a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. Developing a growth mindset is one of the most empowering things you can do to create a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. It requires a shift in perspective, from seeing intelligence and ability as fixed traits to seeing them as qualities that can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. A growth mindset allows you to embrace challenges, learn from failure, and continuously improve. By cultivating this mindset, you free yourself from self-imposed limitations and open yourself up to endless opportunities for success and personal growth. Remember, your potential is not limited by what you know today. It's defined by your willingness to learn, adapt, and grow every day. Embrace the growth mindset and watch as it transforms your life. Chapter 14. Take inspired action toward your goals. Taking action is the fundamental key to achieving your goals, but it's not just any kind of action. It's inspired action. Inspired action is the type of action that is fueled by purpose, passion, and clear intent. It's about aligning your actions with your vision, purpose, and values, rather than merely going through the motions or acting out of fear or obligation. Inspired action comes from a place of clarity and confidence, and it is the driving force that propels you toward the life you want to create. The first step in taking inspired action is to gain clarity on what you truly want. Many people go through life without a clear understanding of what they want to achieve. They may have vague dreams or desires, but they don't have a well-defined vision. If you're unclear about your goals, it becomes difficult to take inspired action because you won't know which steps to take or what direction to move in. That's why it's essential to spend time getting crystal clear about your vision and your goals. Ask yourself questions like, what do I truly want to achieve? What will bring me fulfillment and joy? What is my deeper purpose? When you know exactly what you want and why you want it, you'll be able to take focused, inspired steps toward that goal. Once you have clarity, the next step is to cultivate the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. Self-doubt and fear of failure often hold people back from taking action. They may feel like they're not good enough, not worthy enough, or that success is reserved for others. But taking inspired action requires confidence in yourself and your abilities. This belief doesn't have to be perfect, but it must be strong enough to get you started. Remind yourself that you are capable of growth and that you are more than capable of taking the necessary steps to achieve your goals. When you believe in yourself, you will be more likely to act with conviction and persistence. Inspired action also requires you to be in alignment with your values. Your actions should be consistent with who you are and what you stand for. When your actions align with your core values, they feel effortless and authentic. For example, if one of your core values is helping others, you might find that the most inspired actions you take are those that involve serving others, whether it's through your work, your relationships, or your community. When you act in alignment with your values, your actions become a reflection of your true self, and this creates a sense of fulfillment and purpose. One of the biggest obstacles to taking inspired action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown can all prevent you from moving forward. However, inspired action requires you to acknowledge and face these fears head-on. Instead of letting fear control you, use it as fuel to move forward. When you feel fear, it's often a sign that you are on the brink of growth or change. It's natural to feel uncomfortable when you step outside your comfort zone, but that's where the magic happens. Every time you take action despite your fears, you build your resilience and confidence. Inspired action is also about taking small, deliberate steps toward your goals. Many people get overwhelmed by the idea of achieving big goals, so they hesitate to take action. They may wait for the perfect time or for all the conditions to be just right. However, the perfect time may never come. The key is to break your goals down into smaller, manageable steps and take consistent action each day. Even small actions, when taken consistently, lead to massive results over time. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your vision. As you take action, you build momentum, and with each step forward, you become more confident in your ability to achieve your goals. Another important aspect of taking inspired action is being flexible and adaptable. While it's important to take focused, intentional steps toward your goals, It's equally important to remain open to adjusting your course as needed. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances may change along the way. Being flexible allows you to adapt to new opportunities, overcome unexpected challenges, and make the most of the resources available to you. Sometimes the path you thought you would take may not be the right one, and being willing to pivot and adjust your approach ensures that you continue moving forward, even if it's in a new direction. Taking inspired action also involves persistence and patience. Achieving your goals will not happen overnight, and there will be moments when progress seems slow. However, persistence is key to long-term success. Stay committed to your vision and continue taking inspired steps toward your goals, even when the results are not immediate. Trust in the process, and remember that every step, every action, and every effort is bringing you closer to your desired outcome. Inspired action is also about staying present and being mindful of the journey. It's easy to get caught up in the destination and focus only on the end result. However, true fulfillment comes not just from achieving your goals, but from enjoying the process of getting there. When you stay present and fully engage in each step of the journey, you create a deeper connection to your work, your passions, and your purpose. This sense of mindfulness enhances the quality of your actions and makes the journey itself more meaningful. As you continue to take inspired action, it's important to celebrate the progress you make along the way. Too often we wait until we've achieved our final goal to celebrate, but it's the small victories that fuel our motivation and build momentum. Take time to acknowledge and appreciate the progress you've made, no matter how small it seems. This will reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed and keep you motivated to continue moving forward. Taking inspired action is essential for achieving your goals and creating the life you desire. It requires clarity, self-belief, alignment with your values, and a willingness to face fear and uncertainty. By breaking down your goals into smaller steps, staying adaptable, and remaining persistent, you can continue to make progress, even when things get tough. Inspired action isn't about rushing to the finish line. It's about enjoying the journey and taking deliberate, meaningful steps toward your vision. By committing to taking inspired action every day, you'll unlock your full potential and create a life that is fulfilling, purposeful, and in alignment with who you truly are. Chapter 14. Take inspired action toward your goals. Taking action is the cornerstone of any successful endeavor. However, it's not just about taking any action. It's about taking inspired action, the kind of action that is fueled by clarity, purpose, passion, and alignment with your deeper vision. Inspired action doesn't come from a place of pressure, stress, or mere duty. It comes from a deep inner knowing that what you're doing is in alignment with your true desires and your highest self. It is action that is intentional, purposeful, and deeply connected to the goals you are working toward. The journey of building a stronger, more empowered version of yourself requires more than just thinking about your goals. It requires a commitment to act. Action brings ideas to life. It propels you forward, and it is the vehicle that transforms vision into reality. Without inspired action, dreams remain just that, dreams. But when you combine intention with action, you unlock the power to create extraordinary outcomes in your life. The first step in taking inspired action is to gain absolute clarity on your vision and your goals. Clarity is crucial because without it, you won't know where to start, what steps to take, or how to prioritize your actions. A clear vision helps you focus your energy on the right tasks, and it guides your actions to be in alignment with your true desires. You cannot take inspired action if you don't know what you're working toward. Spend time clarifying what you want in every area of your life: your career, your relationships, your health, your personal development. Define what success looks like to you and be specific about your goals. When you have clear, compelling goals, the next step is to ensure that your actions align with your intentions. Inspired action isn't just about doing things for the sake of being busy. It's about taking deliberate, thoughtful actions that move you closer to your desired outcome. It's easy to fall into the trap of doing what's familiar or acting out of habit, but inspired action requires that you be intentional. Every step you take should serve a greater purpose, and every action should be aligned with your vision for the future. This alignment requires awareness of your values, your priorities, and your passions. When you are aligned with your core values, your actions will flow with ease and authenticity. You won't feel like you're forcing yourself to do something, because your actions will be in harmony with what you believe is important in your life. For example, if your value is creativity, taking inspired action toward your goals might include engaging in creative projects or brainstorming new ways to approach problems. If your value is health, inspired action might look like prioritizing your physical and mental well-being through exercise, eating well, and practicing mindfulness. Another crucial element of inspired action is self-belief. If you don't believe that you can achieve your goals, your actions will lack the confidence and energy needed to move forward. Self-doubt is one of the biggest obstacles that prevent people from taking action. It creates hesitation, uncertainty, and a fear of failure. But inspired action requires that you trust in yourself and your abilities. It's important to recognize that you have the power to create change and achieve success. While you may not have all the answers right away, having faith in your capacity to learn, adapt, and grow is essential to maintaining momentum. A key part of inspired action is also recognizing the need to take risks. Growth and transformation rarely happen when we stay in our comfort zones. It's through stepping into the unknown, trying new things, and challenging yourself that you experience real change. Taking risks doesn't mean being reckless or impulsive. It means having the courage to step out of what is familiar and push your limits in a controlled, mindful way. When you take risks, you open up new opportunities, expand your potential, and allow yourself to grow in ways you never thought possible. Inspired action pushes you to take those risks and trust that the path ahead will lead to greater fulfillment and success. One of the most powerful ways to take inspired action is to set small, manageable steps toward your larger goals. Big, overwhelming tasks can be paralyzing, causing you to procrastinate or avoid taking any action at all. But when you break your larger goals into smaller, bite-sized tasks, you make the process more approachable and less intimidating. These small actions build momentum and lead to significant progress over time. Every small step you take brings you closer to your destination, and with each completed task, you will gain more confidence in your ability to succeed. Consistency is another essential aspect of inspired action. It's not enough to take action once and expect lasting results. Success requires consistent effort over time. Consistency helps you build habits that support your goals, and it allows you to maintain momentum even when things get tough. It's easy to start strong, but lose motivation along the way. So it's important to commit to taking inspired action every day, no matter how small the step. By consistently showing up for yourself and your goals, you create a rhythm that propels you forward. When you take inspired action, you must also be willing to adjust and adapt as you go. Life is unpredictable, and the path to success is rarely a straight line. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and unexpected detours along the way. But instead of getting discouraged or giving up, inspired action requires that you remain flexible and open to change. If something isn't working, be willing to pivot, reassess your approach, and try something new. Adaptability is key to maintaining forward movement and ensuring that you stay aligned with your vision, even when things don't go as planned. It's also important to remember that inspired action is not about perfection. Perfectionism is a trap that keeps you stuck in inaction because you're waiting for the perfect time or conditions. But the truth is, the perfect time never comes. Inspired action is about taking action in the moment, even if things aren't perfect. It's about making progress, learning as you go, and adjusting your approach along the way. The more you take action, the more you'll refine your approach, and the closer you'll get to your desired outcome. Another key to taking inspired action is accountability. When you have someone to share your goals with, whether it's a mentor, coach, or accountability partner, you increase your chances of success. Accountability helps keep you motivated, focused, and on track, especially during times when you feel like giving up. Having someone to check in with also provides you with valuable feedback and support, making the journey less lonely and more rewarding. Taking inspired action is about embracing the journey, not just focusing on the end result. It's easy to get caught up in the destination, but the true reward lies in the growth, lessons, and experiences you gain along the way. When you focus on enjoying the process and celebrating the small victories, you create a deeper connection to your goals and a greater sense of fulfillment. Inspired action is not just about achieving the outcome. It's about the transformation that occurs as you work toward it. Taking inspired action is the key to turning your dreams into reality. It's about being clear on your goals, trusting in yourself, embracing risks, staying consistent, and being flexible along the way. Inspired action requires you to show up for yourself, take small steps toward your goals every day, and be patient as you navigate the journey. When you align your actions with your purpose, values, and vision, you create momentum that leads to success. By taking inspired action, you unlock the full potential of your life, and you create a path toward success that is both meaningful and fulfilling. Chapter 15. Build a strong support system. The journey to personal empowerment, growth, and success is not one that should be traveled alone. While it's essential to develop self-reliance, resilience, and inner strength, having a strong support system can be the key to reaching your goals more effectively and with greater ease. A support system is not just a group of people you lean on in times of difficulty. It is a group of individuals who actively encourage, motivate, challenge, and help you grow. They are the ones who lift you up when you're down, remind you of your worth when you doubt yourself, and provide the feedback and guidance that can help you refine your approach to achieving your goals. Building a strong support system is not a passive process. It requires intentionality, effort, and care in the relationships you cultivate. It's about surrounding yourself with people who have your best interests at heart, who want to see you succeed, and who will stand by your side through both your triumphs and your struggles. These individuals can come from various areas of your life: family, friends, mentors, colleagues, and even online communities. What's important is that they create a positive and empowering environment that allows you to thrive. The first step in building a strong support system is recognizing the type of people who truly support and encourage you. Not all relationships are equally nurturing or empowering. Some may be draining, negative, or filled with judgment, which can ultimately hold you back from becoming your best self. To build a support system that works for you, it's crucial to evaluate the people in your life and identify those who uplift and inspire you, as well as those who may be contributing to your self-doubt or discouragement. Look for individuals who believe in your potential and who encourage your growth. These people may not always agree with you or give you easy answers, but they will challenge you to be better, to think bigger, and to pursue your goals with determination and courage. Having people around you who hold you accountable and who provide honest, constructive feedback is invaluable in keeping you on track and helping you see things from a different perspective. It's important to surround yourself with people who have similar values, ambitions, and goals. While diversity in perspectives is valuable, having a shared understanding of what you value and what you're working toward can create a deeper sense of connection and alignment. Whether it's a mentor who shares your professional goals, a friend who shares your commitment to self-improvement, or a group that shares a similar passion, shared values help to create a solid foundation for support. These individuals can offer guidance and insight based on their own experiences, and you can share your struggles and victories with them, knowing that they truly understand your journey. While it's essential to surround yourself with individuals who support you, it's equally important to be a source of support for others. Building a strong support system is a two-way street, and the relationships you cultivate should be reciprocal. Being a supportive friend, colleague, or mentor not only enriches the lives of those around you, but also strengthens your own growth. When you help others grow, you reinforce your own sense of purpose, develop empathy, and gain valuable insights that contribute to your own success. The law of reciprocity means that by giving support, you also receive it, creating a mutually beneficial and empowering environment for everyone involved. Mentorship is one of the most powerful components of a strong support system. Having a mentor or role model who has walked the path you are on can provide invaluable guidance, wisdom, and insight. Mentors are often those who have already experienced the challenges you may face and can offer advice on how to navigate them. A mentor can help you see things from a broader perspective, provide resources and connections that accelerate your progress, and offer encouragement when you feel discouraged. Seeking out mentors who inspire you and align with your goals can be one of the most effective ways to fast-track your growth and build a network of people who are truly invested in your success. In addition to mentors, it's important to have peers who are on a similar journey. These are people who understand your challenges and can provide camaraderie, support, and mutual accountability. Having a group of peers to share your experiences with is invaluable. Whether it's through a mastermind group, a professional network, or a personal development community, having others who are walking a similar path allows you to exchange ideas, gain support during tough times, and celebrate each other's successes. Peer support fosters a sense of community and shared purpose, which can be incredibly motivating and fulfilling. Another key aspect of building a strong support system is seeking out people who can offer emotional support. Pursuing your goals can be an emotionally taxing experience. There will be moments of doubt, fear, frustration, and exhaustion. During these times, it's important to have individuals who will listen, offer encouragement, and remind you of your worth. These emotional supporters don't necessarily have to give you solutions to your problems. They just need to be present, compassionate, and willing to provide a listening ear when you need it most. In addition to human support, it's important to also cultivate a strong support system in your environment. This might mean creating a physical space that inspires you, organizing your home or workspace in a way that promotes focus and creativity, or curating the content you consume, whether it's books, podcasts, or videos, that aligns with your values and goals. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your mindset and energy. By intentionally creating an environment that supports your vision, you reinforce the positive, empowering actions you are taking. As you build your support system, it's important to acknowledge that not everyone will be able to give you the kind of support you need, and that's okay. You may find that some relationships naturally fade, or that certain people no longer align with your journey. Don't be afraid to let go of toxic relationships or connections that hold you back. While it's difficult, sometimes it's necessary to make space for relationships that are more supportive and empowering. Remember that your time, energy, and emotional investment are valuable, and it's crucial to invest them in relationships that help you grow, not hinder your progress. Finally, remember that building a strong support system is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Relationships take time to cultivate, and sometimes you have to put in the effort to nurture and strengthen those connections. Be proactive in reaching out to others, in offering your support, and in maintaining open communication. Just as your growth requires consistent action, so too does the development of your support system. It requires mutual effort, trust, and respect. In conclusion, building a strong support system is one of the most empowering steps you can take on your journey to success. It's not just about surrounding yourself with people who offer help when needed. It's about creating a network of individuals who challenge, uplift, and guide you as you grow. Your support system provides the encouragement, accountability, and emotional sustenance needed to navigate the challenges of life and achieve your goals. By nurturing your relationships with mentors, peers, and supporters, you ensure that you are not walking this journey alone, and that you have the strength of community to back you up at every stage of your progress. With the right support system in place, you can achieve anything you set your mind to, knowing that you have a team of people who believe in you and your success. As you continue on your journey toward building a stronger, more empowered version of yourself, remember that success isn't about sudden, drastic changes or overnight accomplishments. It's about the consistent, intentional steps you take every day. Each chapter of this journey, whether it's embracing consistency, building a strong support system, or taking inspired action, plays a crucial role in unlocking your full potential. The road to success is a marathon, not a sprint. By committing to your vision, staying disciplined in your actions, and fostering a mindset that embraces growth, challenges, and learning, you pave the way for lasting achievement. It's not about avoiding failure or obstacles. It's about showing up, time and time again, ready to tackle whatever comes your way with determination and resilience. As you move forward, remember that your success is determined by your ability to remain consistent, to take deliberate action, and to embrace the process of growth. Surround yourself with those who uplift and challenge you. Stay committed to your goals and trust that each step, no matter how small, is a step closer to the life you want to create. Keep believing in yourself. Take consistent action and watch as you transform your dreams into reality. Your journey is uniquely yours, and with the power of consistency, belief in yourself, and the right support, you have everything you need to succeed. Keep going, and always remember that the process is just as important as the destination. Success is not just about what you achieve, it's about who you become along the way.